What is up, guys?
What?
Oh.
We'll cut that out. We're going to do top 5 Joey Crew videos of the year. We're going to go through our favourite to less favourite videos.
This year, there was quite a lot of videos. We don't know the exact number, but there was quite a lot. A lot of boxing, a lot of surfing, and of course a lot of mountain biking. Out of all of our creations this year, we're going to work out our top 5 videos, what we think were the best and what we thought were the most fun, and we're going to look back and think of some of the behind the scenes of what went on.
So sometimes I think our videos could do with a little bit more context so that you guys can understand what we are trying to intend with our videos. Most notably is our recent one, Bomber Claws. And the idea of that was that it was a romance, but I don't think many of you necessarily got that. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna start with number 5, I'm gonna work down to number 1. And we're gonna see what is the best Joey Crew video of the year. Okay, so at number 5 we have Bananas, The Sound of Speed. So let's gonna take a look at this and see what we got going on with Bananas. And Baz, where did the name Bananas come from?
Well, the idea was, I wanted to go out to the Forest of Dean and make a mountain bike edit, but Steph thought we needed a storyline. And we racked our brains and we were thinking, what can we do that's a storyline for a mountain bike edit? Pretty much no mountain bike edit has a story. So I looked around the kitchen and I saw some bananas on the side. And I thought, what about if we film a video that basically follows this banana that's in my pocket the whole ride? So I rode pretty much the whole day getting all these shots with this mushy banana in my pocket, because each time you move your leg it would just squish a little bit more, and at the end of the day it was just a big mushy thing that I ate.
Okay, so in at number 4 we have the Polite Skaters. Now Baz, what is the Polite Skaters? What do we mean by that?
Well, what we were kind of going for was to make a skate edit in town where we kind of proposed the question, can you skate without pissing everybody off? Because skaters get a bad rap for kind of getting in the way and causing a ruckus. And we were trying to see, can we go into our local town, which is quite posh, full of some rather posh people who would, normally look down on skating, and can we do it without pissing them off? And we answered that question with no you can't, because
everybody hates skaters, and that's how it's always going to be.
a very fun video to make, and very worthy of a top 4 of this year.
I'd say top 4. Fun to make and exciting to watch.
Yeah. So top 3, we reckon Lecky Cruise, the kind of mountain bike video we made as a bit of a sequel to our more successful Not Lecky video, where there was arguably a lot better mountain biking in that video, but
and a lot more cinematic with some cheeky little jokes that we put in there while Baz was pumping up his tyre.
yeah. Oh, here we go. This crash.
Oh. Oh, look,
The hair's through the helmet. I remember that hurt, but I just played it off as if it didn't hurt, which to look cool. And
Oh, look at that cut.
That was my right knee, so still have that scar. Yeah.
Got a few little scars. Let's have a yum.
Might not be able to see it in the camera, but it still exists.
Whoa, look at that whip. That was sick.
That's a table. I say this and I can't do. Well, no, I can't do that.
Yours is rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but you know, I'll give it to me there. That was still a pretty big jump.
Right. Okay. So that was number 3. Lecky Cruise up at number 3. What about number 2? Now this is a real tricky one. Number 2, because there's a lot to choose from. Okay.
Number
So
2.
for number 2, we have Chasing the Impossible, Wild West Wales. So the idea of Chasing the Impossible and our 6-episode series was that we're going to try and get barreled. So can a bunch of Joeys get barreled? Baz, did we manage to get barreled?
Obviously, Ollie Beer, he's a much better surfer than us, so he's been barreled a few times, but hard to get them on camera. So only a couple shots of him actually getting barreled on camera.
So we've only got a couple shots in this of him making it into a barrel, but not of him making it out.
Yeah.
So maybe you can decide whether that counts or not. I mean, I think it does, but still. So this is where I was still, what's a heavyweight. So this is where I was still using my JOB log, so 9-foot foamy, and it was actually the funnest board ever. I've never caught so many waves before on it, and it just, you don't even have to paddle into things, you just do one big paddle, then you're on it. The trouble was I wasn't that good, but I could do a couple turns here and there. Yeah, there's a shot of me dropping in on someone. But this was a real fun one to film.
This shot looks like you get absolutely killed in the rocks.
Yeah.
I think this one as well.
Yeah, I die a few times. Boom.
I don't know why you were so far over there.
Oh, I was looking for the best way. Oh god. Oh. Yeah, that hurt.
This guy goes flying, I think.
Yeah, he does the hustle hop. And I can do that. It's not on camera, but I can do that. I can do flips off it and stuff.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a trick, but it is fun. So.
Well, good end to the wave.
Okay, so we are really stuck on this one. We can't decide which is the top Joey Crew video of this year. But what we can decide is the 1.5 Joey Crew video of the year, and then the number 1 video of Joey Crew of the year. What is the 1.5th best video that we've done this year, Baz?
I think the Swingers Club, the over 18 Swingers Club.
I'll be honest, this was one of the most skits adventures we've ever been on. And there's not many times in life where I felt genuinely afraid to die, but this was one of them. And wow, what a video it was.
Got a bit of deforestation there.
Yeah, there's a touch of deforestation going on, but it was necessary to create the best rope swing in the world. There'd been a bit of overgrowth that was just frankly getting in the way. So I'm afraid that was what we had to do. So yeah, and one of the things we did was we hoisted, so we used 2 gree-grees, and it gets a bit complicated here, so don't worry about trying to understand this too much, but we used 2 gree-grees. One of them we hoisted ourselves up on, and the other one was obviously attached to the rope swing. But honestly, that was the scariest thing ever. Being on there, watching Jed soaring through the rope, and yeah, that was scary. In fact, I've actually got the very piece of rope. I'll be right back. Here is a piece of rope that we chopped. So you can see here that it has got nice frayed end there, and obviously I was hanging off this, and then Jed chopped through it, and off I went. The reason that this is the 1.5th best is simply because of how thrilling it was. It was genuinely terrifying being on the edge of that platform, jumping off a cliff, just attached to a tree. It was genuinely terrifying, and I can safely say that I will be doing it again, but not for a while because I was scared. Baz, what is at number 1?
Number 1 place goes to Slush Slashing 2. We made that, well, January this year, and we had pretty much amazing, as good as it gets, snow conditions. Each day was about a new foot of snow.
It was so cold in Norway that our sweat inside our jackets froze. So our jackets, obviously, have got creases, and you could it was like cracking a glow stick every time you moved. Your bogies, they froze, so you felt like you had something in your nose all the time. You're like, what is this? And it was all just frozen snot. And I think it got to minus 26 was the coldest we saw it.
That's
Degrees Celsius, minus 26 degrees Celsius. So it was absolutely freezing. The reason this is our favourite is just because it was just the most fun to film. Having a great time on the mountains, in the snow, snowboarding for an entire week, and it just doesn't get much better than that, to be honest. Which brings us on to our newest video.
So the reason that was our best video was tomorrow we are off to Norway again to film part 3 of the Slush Slashing videos. So this will probably be our last one because we like to do it in 3s, and we're going to make this one hopefully much better than the other 2.
Yeah, we have some huge plans for it. I'm going to manifest it now. I'm going to do a 360 by the end of the week. I'm thinking it's fairly easy. I can do a 180. I've done a 360 before in England when it snowed. So there is absolutely no reason why we can't do a 360. But even more crazy than a 360 is what Baz is going to do. So Baz, tell us what you're going to do this holiday.
Well, I'm kind of planning to try a trick called a tame dog, which is essentially a side flip where it's a front flip, but you're rotating on your side and you spring off the nose of your board. I tried it last year into powder, but I didn't have a lip to do it off and I didn't get full rotation, but I think with a bit more speed and a bit of a lip to press off of, I can fully rotate and land a tame dog or a front flip.
So I'm going to do a 360. I'm manifesting it now. Baz is going to do a tame dog.
Or failing that, a method grab.
And if we end up in hospital, so be it. So from everyone at the Joey crew, there are a lot of us, from Swansea to Cheltenham to Austria to Denmark. We like to have fun around here, and so should you. So hope you've had a lovely Christmas.
And I'd just like to say a big well done to Steph, because he has overcome his fear of being on camera. So big well done to Steph. He can now talk on camera. So that's progress. We're progressing in every way.
Progress all round. All right.
Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.
Bye.
You can go now. I'm not going to do anything else.
Yeah, we're probably just going to sit here for about a couple more minutes. Not on camera. Still watching.